In a world increasingly driven by scientific advancements and an ever-growing body of research, the conversation around pregnancy and nutrition has taken center stage. The journey to parenthood is not merely about the 9 months of gestation but begins long before conception. It is a process rooted in preparation, education, and an understanding of how lifestyle choices influence the health of future generations. This revelation underscores the importance of nutrition and lifestyle not just during pregnancy but as early as the preconception phase. The implications are profound, reshaping the way society views the role of parents in shaping the genetic and developmental outcomes of their children. The concept of preconception nutrition challenges conventional wisdom. Traditionally, the focus has been on ensuring that pregnant women consume adequate nutrients to support fetal development. However, recent insights reveal that the groundwork for a healthy pregnancy and child begins much earlier. Both partners play a critical role in this process. The foods consumed, the habits cultivated, and the environments inhabited all contribute to the health of future offspring. This is because nutrition and lifestyle do not merely affect the body, they also influence gene expression. Through mechanisms such as epigenetics, the choices made by prospective parents can alter how genes are activated or deactivated, ultimately impacting the health trajectory of their children. This places immense responsibility on individuals to prioritize their well-being even before the decision to conceive is made. The significance of natural birth cannot be overstated in discussions about pregnancy and infant health. Modern medical practices have undoubtedly saved countless lives, yet there is growing recognition of the benefits associated with birthing in environments that mimic the natural process as closely as possible. Stories from history serve as powerful reminders of the resilience of the human body under extreme conditions. Accounts from wartime concentration camps, where midwives delivered thousands of babies despite abject malnutrition and unsanitary conditions, highlight the body's innate ability to sustain life. These narratives challenge contemporary practices in hospitals, where interventions are often prioritized over allowing labor to progress naturally. The argument is not against medical intervention when necessary but rather for creating spaces that respect the natural rhythms of childbirth while ensuring access to emergency care if complications arise. Breastfeeding emerges as a cornerstone of infant nutrition, celebrated for its unparalleled ability to provide sustenance tailored specifically to the needs of newborns. Even in situations of severe maternal malnutrition, breast milk remains a reliable source of nutrients. This phenomenon speaks to the body's remarkable prioritization of the infant's needs over those of the mother. In cases where food intake is insufficient, the mother's body will deplete its own reserves to ensure the baby receives essential fats, proteins, and immune-boosting compounds. This biological mechanism underscores the resilience of breastfeeding as a practice, capable of sustaining life even in the harshest conditions. However, it is important to distinguish between different types of malnutrition. One form arises from a lack of access to sufficient food, a scenario often seen in regions plagued by poverty or conflict. The other, more insidious form, occurs in affluent societies where abundant food lacks nutritional value. Processed foods, high in calories but devoid of essential vitamins and minerals, dominate diets in many developed nations. This type of malnutrition poses unique challenges, as it creates the illusion of abundance while depriving both mother and child of critical nutrients. Despite these challenges, breast milk continues to deliver what the infant requires, underscoring its superiority over formula feeding in most circumstances. Colostrum, the first substance produced by the mammary glands after birth, plays a vital role in early infant nutrition. This thick, creamy liquid is rich in fats, cholesterol, and antibodies, providing the newborn with a concentrated dose of nutrients and immune protection. Its composition is uniquely suited to meet the demands of a developing brain and fragile immune system. The presence of high levels of cholesterol and colostrum may come as a surprise to those accustomed to viewing this compound as harmful. However, in the context of early development, cholesterol is indispensable. It serves as a building block for cell membranes and is crucial for the formation of myelin, the fatty sheath that insulates nerve fibers and facilitates efficient communication within the nervous system. The transition from colostrum to mature breast milk marks another fascinating aspect of lactation. While colostrum is dense and highly concentrated, mature milk gradually adjusts its composition to meet the evolving needs of the growing infant. Fat content, for instance, remains high in the early weeks but decreases slightly as the baby matures. This dynamic adaptation reflects the body's ability to tailor its output based on the infant's age and developmental stage. Such precision underscores the complexity of breastfeeding as a biological process and highlights why it is difficult to replicate artificially. Despite the overwhelming evidence supporting the benefits of breastfeeding, misconceptions persist. Many new mothers experience anxiety about their milk supply, particularly in the immediate postpartum period. This concern is compounded by societal expectations and the visibility of formula feeding as an alternative. Formula allows caregivers to measure exactly how much milk a baby consumes, offering a sense of control that breastfeeding does not provide. However, this perceived advantage overlooks the fact that breastfed infants regulate their intake instinctively. Frequent wet diapers and steady weight gain are reliable indicators that a baby is receiving adequate nutrition. Trusting the body's natural processes, rather than succumbing to doubt, can alleviate unnecessary stress for new mothers. Education plays a pivotal role in empowering parents to make informed decisions about infant feeding. Understanding the stages of lactation, the composition of breast milk, and the signs of adequate milk intake can transform the breastfeeding experience. Knowledge dispels fear, enabling mothers to embrace their role as primary nurturers with confidence. Furthermore, recognizing the broader implications of breastfeeding extends beyond individual families. Societies that support breastfeeding through policies such as paid parental leave, workplace accommodations, and access to lactation consultants reap significant public health benefits. Breastfed infants tend to experience fewer illnesses, reduced rates of chronic diseases, and enhanced cognitive development, all of which contribute to healthier populations and reduced healthcare costs. The discussion around pregnancy and nutrition inevitably leads to broader questions about systemic factors influencing maternal and infant health. Access to nutritious food, clean water, and healthcare services varies dramatically across socioeconomic lines. In low-income communities, structural barriers often prevent individuals from achieving optimal health outcomes. Food deserts, where fresh produce is scarce, and areas lacking adequate prenatal care facilities exacerbate disparities in maternal and child health. Addressing these inequities requires a multifaceted approach, including policy changes, community-based initiatives, and increased funding for programs targeting vulnerable populations. Environmental factors also warrant attention in discussions about nutrition and pregnancy. Exposure to pollutants, pesticides, and endocrine-disrupting chemicals can interfere with hormonal balance and gene expression, potentially harming both mother and child. Advocacy for cleaner environments, stricter regulations on harmful substances, and greater awareness of the risks posed by environmental toxins are essential components of a holistic strategy to improve maternal and infant health. Cultural attitudes toward pregnancy and childbirth further shape the experiences of expectant parents. In some societies, traditional practices emphasize the importance of rest, nourishment, and emotional support during the postpartum period. These customs recognize the physical and psychological toll of childbirth and provide frameworks for recovery and bonding. By contrast, modern Western cultures often prioritize productivity over rest, leaving new mothers ill-equipped to navigate the challenges of early parenthood. Reclaiming elements of traditional wisdom while integrating contemporary knowledge could create a more balanced approach to supporting new families. The intersection of science, culture, and policy presents opportunities for transformative change. Advances in genomics, for example, offer unprecedented insights into the interplay between genetics and environment. Understanding how specific nutrients influence gene expression could pave the way for personalized nutrition plans tailored to individual needs. Similarly, leveraging technology to disseminate information and connect parents with resources has the potential to democratize access to knowledge. Mobile applications, online forums, and telehealth services can bridge gaps in care, particularly for those living in remote or underserved areas. Ultimately, the conversation about pregnancy and nutrition transcends individual choices to encompass collective responsibility. Governments, healthcare providers, educators, and communities all have roles to play in fostering environments conducive to healthy pregnancies and thriving children. Investments in maternal and child health yield dividends far beyond the immediate beneficiaries, contributing to stronger economies, more resilient societies, and brighter futures for generations to come. At its core, the emphasis on nutrition and lifestyle before, during, and after pregnancy reflects a deeper truth. The choices made today ripple outward, shaping the lives of tomorrow. Whether through the foods consumed, the environments created, or the policies enacted, every action has the power to influence the trajectory of human health. By embracing this interconnectedness, society can move closer to a future where every child has the opportunity to thrive, supported by a foundation of care, knowledge, and compassion. Thank you so much for joining me today on this important conversation about pregnancy, nutrition, and the incredible journey of creating new life. If you found this video insightful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Your support means the world to us and helps spread awareness about these vital topics. And remember, whether you're planning for a family, supporting a loved one, or just here to learn, every step you take toward understanding health and wellness makes a difference. I'll see you in the next video.